Big treat today in studio, Davey Boy Smith Jr., MLW, Fury Road. What are people going to see tonight at the Waukesha County Expo Center?
Well, you know, tomorrow night, MLW Fury Road, you're going to see a lot of great talent from Major League Wrestling. You're going to see myself. I have some business to take care of with MJF. He's been saying a lot of bad things about my family, about Bret the Hitman Hart, about Stu Hart. MJF, he's been running his mouth. That's going to come to an end tomorrow. I'm going to stretch him. I'm going to beat him not from pillar to post, but around each post.
That is a classic wrestling venue. What have you heard about it, Davey Boy? What have you seen about it? And how much are you excited about tomorrow night?
Well, you know, it's always great to be back in Milwaukee. I have a lot of friends here. I think that MLW, it's a new promotion that's come to Milwaukee. We're very, very excited to be coming to a new market like Milwaukee over here. And tomorrow I think that we're going to really show the fans exactly why, and I feel that MLW is the #1 up-and-coming promotion in North America and all over the world. MLW is also now has gotten a TV deal over in the UK and Ireland as well.
Wow.
So it's very exciting for me to show a lot of my family over in the UK exactly what I've been doing and to carry on my father's legacy as well.
Strange but true fact, I told Davey when he came in that I was going to wear the same exact outfit or wear something sequined as well. So explain to me what you got going on here, my man, and a phenomenal watch as well.
Well, thank you very much. And as you can see from my shoes here.
Absolutely. Look at these shoes. I mean, those are that's the gold standard, man.
Exactly.
That is unbelievable.
So from head to toe, I like to be the official fashion plate of Major League Wrestling. And I have a quote, and that is, "Life isn't perfect, but your outfits can be."
And that is a perfect outfit. I mean, how long did it take you to develop that or to come up with that?
You know, it was just one of those things where it came little by little by little. And it first started off with me wearing some Chinese outfits that I had, you know, acquired overseas in Japan. And then that led on to Teddy Hart sort of influencing me in a good way with the outfits. And I was introduced to a really awesome gear maker in Mexico named Bucio. And you know, the ideas, it just built and built and built off, you know, sort of one thing. And it just trickled along to this. And, you know, like I said, clothes, they tell a story, but costumes, they make a statement.
Well, and I was going to say, you can't get that off the rack, man. That's got to be
you know,
designer stuff right there.
And you know what? It's all built for me, you know. And it's one of those things where when I travel and I make some long trips all the way over to Japan, and I mean, I love your suit. I would wear it myself, but when you're on an airplane ride for 15 hours, that can get very uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
So eventually, and with time, I would like to be able to make my own clothing brand, and for people to be able to choose and individualize and pick out their own outfits and design them themselves for what they want.
And you hit on something that we were talking about before. Traveling a lot, comfort is key. You're a bigger guy than me, but you have to be comfortable with what you do because you travel, what, 250 days a year, maybe 300 days a year?
You know, absolutely. And you know, one of those things. When I'm traveling, when I'm going across airports, and you know, people, of course, this outfit catches their eye as well. So when I'm traveling, I got to promote my brand as I'm traveling, you know. And each and every single time when I'm traveling, you know, as long as I'm nice to wrestling fans or even people that aren't wrestling fans that come up to me and just compliment me on the outfits, you know, manners, they don't cost anything. And I think that it's a good thing when I'm able to be nice to even, you know, the common individual or, you know, whoever it is that comes up to me at an airport. And that's how I, not only as a professional wrestler, professional athlete, I want to promote myself as being a good person and somebody that people want to tune into and check out, like on BN Sports for MLW.
Absolutely, that's an awesome thing. And you have an amazing history. You have a tie to England, you have a tie to Canada, you have a tie to one of the most famous wrestling families in all of wrestling, the Hart family, and you have a tie to America. That's got to feel pretty special for you, Davey.
Well, absolutely. And you know, I'm one of the very few people that actually has 3 passports. UK, USA, and for Canada as well.
Wow.
And I think the only other person that has that is James Bond.
So are you going to be the next James Bond? There's rumors going on out there.
I'm hoping to be. But that being said, you know, I'm very, very glad and honored to be a part of Major League Wrestling. We're trying to expand worldwide. I want to show my fans in Canada, over in the UK, over in Ireland, all across North America, exactly what I'm doing, and I want to live on my father's legacy, and I want to have a legacy of my own. And mark my words, if you tune in to BN Sports this weekend, you're going to see me in some great action with MJF. I can't wait to get my hands on him.
That's going to be awesome. And you got to see this guy get his hands on him as well. And I love the fact, Davey, that you have embraced your father's legacy. Some people, sometimes they go, "Ooh, I don't know, this, that, whatever." You've got Bulldog on there. I'm sure you get this 1,000 times, so I'm going to say it 1,001 times. You look a lot like him.
Thank you.
What does it mean to you to carry on that legacy?
You know, it really means the world to me. And like I said, I want to also make and create my own legacy in professional wrestling as well. And, you know, I have so many fans over in the UK that I really want them to see exactly what I've been doing lately and all the great progress I've been making with New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I think and I feel that I'm able to do that with Major League Wrestling. And, you know, I have well, we can also tune in here. I have the Bulldog on my side of my pants.
I did notice that when you rolled in. You got the Bulldog right there. Yes. Absolutely. That is very cool.
And one of the things is I've always had a very, very special relationship with dogs. And I've never met a dog that didn't like me. And I would trust a dog that doesn't like a human over a human that doesn't like a dog.
I have heard that as well, my friend.
And, you know, I've always had a special relationship with dogs, especially bulldogs and the Japanese Tosa. They're wonderful, wonderful animals. And anybody that says anything bad about dogs, it's not about the dog, it's about its trainer and owner. And once you can train a dog to be nice, it'll be nice to anybody. So, and I'm very, very happy to wear that on, you know, as a patch here. And, hey, you never know. On MLW, you may see me come down to the ring with a Bulldog as well.
With a Matilda 2 or something like that. And the other thing, Davey, is you said it right away. When people say to you, "You look like your dad," you said thank you. It's a compliment to you.
Absolutely. You know, it's almost one of those things where I am not intending to look like my father, but it just so happens to be that way. And it's funny that you mentioned that. When I start listening to myself on podcasts and interviews, I go, geez, I'm starting to sound more and more like my Uncle Brett and my grandfather Stu. And I'm not, it's just genes, DNA.
Right,
you know?
right,
so
right.
It's just natural, and that's the way how it unfolds, I suppose.
And just think about that lineage, too. I love pro wrestling. People around here know I love pro wrestling. Stu Hart, Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Jim Neidhart, Natty. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, and you're part of that, man. Oh,
absolutely. And, you know, through any of the triumphs that have happened with my family, I'm glad that people like Natalia, myself, and even Teddy Hart's now come on board with MLW, that we're able to still put a smile on the people's faces and be role models, in you know, to some degree, for pro wrestling fans and fans worldwide.
And you've lived it, man. I mean, it's a rock and roll lifestyle. You've probably had the highest of highs. You've done WWE, New Japan, MLW now, obviously, and things like that. And you've experienced the lowest of lows. Is it truly a roller coaster ride for you?
Yes, it is. All that I can say is, you know, as human beings, we all get out of bed, and whether it's left foot out of the bed and then right foot or vice versa. But as long as you try to be the best human being that you can possibly be, and you try to, you know, keep your head high, aim straight, you know, like I said, put a smile on people's faces. All you can do is do your best every single day, and don't worry about any of the negative stuff or bad stuff that's happened in the past. Is look forward, go straight ahead, and move on.
What are you thinking this will take you in the future? You've already lived an incredible life, but what are you hoping to do? What are your dreams and goals and aspirations?
Well, I'm hoping to capture the New Japan IWGP Heavyweight Championship with time, and whether or not that's sooner rather than later, but that's a goal of mine. And also, I would like to win the MLW World Heavyweight Championship as well. I'm currently a holder of the tag team titles with my cousin Teddy Hart. And not only that, I want to spread the love of catch wrestling. I'm a very accomplished grappler in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and catch can pro wrestling. And I love the fact that people have been able to spread the love of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And it's a really, really great thing, I think, for kids of all ages and adults going up to their 60s that are still training. I think that it's a really great thing. And I feel it's almost like a medicine for the mind. You know, if you have problems, but if you have a 300-pound guy or a 260-pound guy like myself, with the gi on, smashing you in side control, you're not thinking about your problems. You're thinking about ways to escape. And you can really manage your stress, and it also gets your endorphins going, you know, gets the hormones moving. And it's just a fun thing, and it's a great thing for the community. So with time, I want to be able to promote myself in that aspect, not only in the competition aspect, but, you know, for the people's aspect as well. You know, just trying to better yourself as a grappler. And you know what? It's not for everybody, but I do think that everybody should give it a chance.
You're not a man to be messed with. Jiu-jitsu, pro wrestling, I mean, oh my word, I'm gonna treat you with a whole other level of respect, Davey Boy, I tell you.
Hey, that MJF, he's got something to worry about coming tomorrow night.
Yes, he does have something to worry about.
Yes, he does.
Final thing is, and you've mentioned it multiple times, so I'll end on the note that you want to end on.
Yes.
You have mentioned numerous times about either being a role model, being a good example for others, whatever.
Yes.
What does it mean to you when you see a smile on a kid's face, you give them an autograph, you spend 1 minute with them in their day to brighten their day? What does that mean to you?
In short terms, it means mission accomplished. And, you know, everybody knows the price, but nobody knows the value. So to me, stuff like that, that's valuable to me. And whether or not, you know, if that kid, if he gave me whatever money for a t-shirt, but if I put a smile on his face and if I made his day a brighter day, and I've influenced him in some other way to make him a better person or maybe steered him away from some bad influences, that means mission accomplished to me.
That is awesome. That is
Thank you very
a great
much.
way to end this.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Davey Boy Smith right here, Jr. He is on MLW, yes, Fury Road, Saturday night at the Waukesha County Expo Center. Check him out. Check out the wardrobe. He'll be good with the kids. You'll talk to everybody, won't you?
Absolutely. And if you're not there live, check us out on BN Sports.
I like that. All right. Davey Boy Smith Jr. right here on today's TMJ4.